that work 9 to 5. Like,
You understand that there's 9 to 5s like lawyers. What kind of you want?
I want a scammer and a that work
drug dealer
too, but not no 9 to 5. I'm not giving that.
You want that's stealing other niggas' money? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, and I'm help him.
So would you be okay with like a regular dude? Like say he's just like a teacher or something, or he work at like I don't know, Amazon.
Oh no, not at this point in my life.
Okay.
No, I want a lot better.
What's wrong with Amazon dudes?
Nothing, but it's like that's not what I want.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, you can't tell me what I want.
I wouldn't talk to no girl that worked at McDonald's either.
I know you wouldn't, but there's nothing wrong with that, right?
It isn't. But I feel like sometimes people who do those things, well, what's wrong with me? Well, there's nothing wrong with you.
You just not for me.
I just wouldn't. You gotta be okay with that. Because the same way you just said you don't want to sit on no hairy face. Yeah. Listen, it ain't for me. I don't qualify. Because I ain't cutting it off.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. Like.
Yeah.
So you get me. You get where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So wait, you say you can't deal with a guy that got a job?
Do you have a job, Jay?
Yes.
Okay. Why can't I deal with you? The reason why I cannot deal,
bruh, let's leave that alone right there. Did you just see what she just said?
Wait, I'm not even gonna.
If you're a girl watching this right now, do not listen to what she is talking about. Imagine
Don't
saying
even say
that.
Guys, these Jones not saying that. These Jones not real.
Are we serious right now?
They're not real, bro. It's not real. She gonna rock with him. She telling me she not gonna rock with bro if he got a 9 to 5.
Imagine asking somebody if they have a job and they're saying, "I cannot message you because you have a job." And let's say,
it's so idiotic.
Let's say even if a brother is an entrepreneur, he still has a job. Whatever you want to call it, if it's a 9 to 5, if it's his own thing, it's still a job that he needs to have to be able to bring in some type of money.
I see what you're saying.
So I don't know what she's talking about.
Would you date a guy who worked a 9 to 5?
No.
Okay, and explain why.
Because it's just like the life that I live, like a 9 to 5. You heard what I said. The McDonald's checks weren't doing shit. You gotta be having some shit going on. Unless it's a good, like, I don't know.
What if he made what if he was a warehouse supervisor and he made $80,000 a year?
As long as you spending money, I don't got time for all that cheap ass shit. Like, if you cheap, you don't gotta worry about me. I'm out. Like,
so to you,
as long as you ain't cheap. Okay, if you kill, okay, let me put it like this. Because I be feeling like some regular guys like I come across, they cute as hell and shit like that. You cute when we get to talking, like you know what you need to do, like spending your money. You ain't cheap. Like, I can't deal with the cheapness. Like, that's one of my pet peeves. Like, if you cheap.
What's cheap? What's cheap? Is cheap if you want something and they tell you no?
Yeah, I don't that no shit. I ain't with none of that. Like, no, you telling me no? You ain't talking to me. We ain't talking. It's nothing to talk about. Nowadays, that's just how that shit.
What if your husband or whoever didn't aspire to be a boss and they said, I like my $80,000 a year job or $50,000 a year job. Like, I get fulfillment for this. I love what I do every day. I come home happy. I go to work happy. I want to go to work. What's the problem with that? He gotta want to be a boss.
I think me personally, for my husband, I wouldn't want a husband that way. But that's just me.
So you don't want a happy person. You would rather him want to be a boss and deal with a bunch of whatever that he don't even want to deal with than to love his job and go to work and say, I love my job.
But that's what I would like. That's what I'm attracted to. That's what I want to see in a man. That don't have to be what she wants to see in a man. This is what makes it so amazing that it's somebody for everybody out here.
What comes with being a boss that you feel like he just needs to be that?
It's just a mentality for me. It's a mentality.
What mentality?
It's a mentality that a person has to have.
What's that mentality? What do you call that?
Because I don't think that anybody who works a job can understand the way I'm gonna operate as somebody who has my own business and understand the time and the dedication and the motivation and the requirement. Somebody who don't have that mentality, we not gonna be equally yoked.
For me, my husband should make sure that if anything was to happen, we're just not going to be out on the streets.
Right. You said if he wanted to go higher, would you be okay if he didn't want to? I would not.
No. I think that's a great question.
I'm not.
You got to be real with yourself. Everybody doesn't have the capacity to go higher.
That's true.
And that does not make him a bad man.
It just makes him not the right one for me.
Okay. And I can receive that.
Yeah.
But on the opposite side with that, we also got to say we okay with being single. Because
trade-offs.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm sorry, that's just the real part because What if he just enjoys being a school teacher? He likes going to work 7 to 4, having his summers off, and that's what he likes. Is that okay?
It's not okay for me.
Okay.
I know that I'm driven. I know that I want to go somewhere and I have a big vision and things that I'm working on. So we just would not be compatible.
And that's fair.
You think about athletes. A world-class athlete is not competing on a local level. That prize to them means absolutely nothing, right? And so if you think about that in dating sense, like I want the man who I also see as a prize. So the man who doesn't see anything more than where he is now, mentally we won't be okay together because I'm going to try to push you and you're going to want to stay where you are. That's not growth to me.
Right.
So there's a low baseline that I'll never be okay with.
Moments tell me that he work a job, the way I'm disgusted. And it's not even on purpose. And don't let him have been there for some years. Like, this is not a stepping stone for you. This is your career. That's not for me. And I get it. It probably sounds ignorant. It probably sounds crazy. But we always end up bumping heads because you take your money way too serious. You work way too hard for your money. So the way that I like to get into pockets and the way I'm a type of woman, it's not going to work. Because since you work so hard for your money, you're going to have a hard time dishing it out.
Dating a drug dealer, I felt more feminine than I ever felt in my life. The best gifts I ever had in my life. I felt the most feminine with a drug dealer. You're young, the risk is worth that reward for you, but as you age and get older, you realize you can get that excitement from doing other things. We're being totally honest. Drug dealers are more romantically, they know women. They know women because they get a lot of women, so they know women.
I like drug dealers. I like scammers. A 9 to 5. I don't even work a 9 to 5.
What's your type?
I like drug dealers, dark skin.
She like drug dealers and scammers, y'all.
They gotta have money.
The 9 to 5 guy or a perkhead drug dealer with money.
Perkhead. A perkhead drug dealer with money.
Perk drug dealer with money.
I want the perkhead with the money. A drug dealer.
I like drug dealers. How bad is the perk addiction?
You ever heard of the term nice guys finish last? Well, we all know who will always be in first place. These are the types of conversations that panderers, simps, and post-wall women never like to discuss because accountability brings a lot of shame, guilt, and regret. And that makes our argument as modern men valid, and our actions justifiable. Passport Bros.
Moments tell me that he work a job, the way I'm disgusted. And it's not even on purpose. And don't let him have been there for some years. Like, this is not a stepping stone for you. This is your career. That's not for me. And I get it. It probably sounds ignorant. It probably sounds crazy. But we always end up bumping heads because you take your money way too serious. You work way too hard for your money. So the way that I like to get into pockets and the way I'm a type of woman, it's not going to work. Because since you work so hard for your money, you're going to have a hard time dishing it out.
Put them in order. Would you prefer to date a scammer, a drug dealer, or a regular 9 to 5 guy?
Drug dealer.
Then what?
Scammer.
Then what?
9 to 5.
Something love. All right.
The scammer and a drug dealer. Then 9 to 5.
So why the drug dealer first?
Scammers be
You finna get both of their ass kicked out of this interview.
Hell no.
To the people that follow me, the people that rock with me, rock with my content, that clip you just saw is the reason why my name is 9 to 5ers Podcast. And you heard it yourself from regular everyday women. When given the option, they rather choose scammers and drug dealers over a normal working man.
Type of guys you prefer? Scammer, drug dealer, or 9 to 5?
Drug dealer. I want him to move that way.
I'm trying to be on the YouTube. Respectfully, it is what it is.
scammer, 9-to-5 drug dealer.
Wow, that was quick. Oh, you had to plan it out.
I told the world I prefer 9-to-5, but I really want a scammer in my heart. No funny shit. Drug dealers. I mean, I'm used to drug dealers.
So what?
I mean, do we need more proof? There's an attack on normal working blue-collar men. This is why I make the content that I make. Clips like that is the exact reason why I came up with the name 9to5ers Podcast. And there you have it. So when you hear people like Controversial Shannon and Public Offender and Bernie saying these women want regular men, no the fuck they don't. No, they don't.
All right, man. I seen average man unplugged video about women saying they can't date 9-to-5 guys. And at the end of the day, you can make a correlation to that is their dating problems. You know, we've seen multiple videos where they say they love scammers, drug dealers. Some dudes may get offended by it because, you know, it eliminates them. But I think a lot of guys genuinely get upset about it, especially within the black cultures, because these very same women end up blaming black men for why the community is the way it is when it's on the women. Y'all say y'all prefer to date drug dealers, scammers. You gotta wait till, I don't want to wait till Friday to get money. Sometimes you gotta wait till 20 years to get money out of them dudes. They go to jail. Sometimes you gotta send them money in jail. And I got a video for the Patreon coming because it got copyright, so I got to throw on a Patreon. So make sure I get the Patreon. I'll probably be putting it up probably the last week of June as I'm shooting this. But they sit there and they blame, and the productive black men get the blame. The 9-to-5 working black men get the blame for why the community is the way that it is. You know what I mean? We get that blame, and hold on real quick. Yeah, we get that blame, and it's unfortunate because the reason we get the blame is because the scammers, Pookies, and Ray Rays, they don't care. They don't care about their reputation. They don't care about their past until it catch up to them, right? And ultimately, I'm cool with it. I mean, I don't want nobody in my life who want to cut corners, and that's what scammer drug dealers is. And at least women act like they be in the position of wealth with these guys. They don't. They get fake Gucci bags, fake Ferragamo belts. They get their kids still don't be in private school. You know what I'm saying? You know, like what do you get out of it? And then it's this whole other thing. Oh, I want an entrepreneur. I want a boss. Well, the thing about dating an entrepreneur or boss, they still answer to somebody. They still answer to their employees. You still answer to the man. If the man want to take your business, and if you don't want to sell it, they still gonna take your business. Everybody answer to 99.999% of people answer to somebody. You know what I mean? So you talking about an entrepreneur can't just pick up and go to Milan or go to Turks and Caicos. That ain't how men operate. You gotta force men, and men gotta force themselves, real men, to take vacations, because we understand, even in the great economy, we understand bad is coming, so we have to be prepared. We have to have our critical thinking skills to be able to pivot to know what's coming. So you gotta force us to stop working. I done been in situations where women, you work too much and you don't give me, fuck it. I'd rather, work too much than be a bum ass nigga scamming and doing shit or morally wrong. And then they don't think about the whole situation. You dealing with scammers, drug dealers, and stuff like that. Bad come back on you. Bad news beat them home. And guess who at home? You and the kids. They don't, these Pookies and Ray Rays or these criminals today, they don't have any, they don't have no morals. Ain't no Sunday truths like the Wire. They'll clip you and your kids. They not Scarface. They'll push that button to blow that car up. But this goes to prove the point that y'all fighting a good fight with these women about ain't no good man out there. No, they just don't like good men. They're telling you, hey, I want a scammer, I want a drug. And then all of a sudden now they want the 9-to-5 guy. They don't think about health insurance. Scammers and drug dealers don't have enough money to really cover you and your kids' health insurance. They not, very rarely do these drug dealers and scammers got money. And the way they snitching out here and the way they self-snitching and not moving smart, ain't no money in the streets no more, ain't no longevity. And even if you go back to the entrepreneur, aspect of it, like I said, you got to work hard to keep your business running. And then once you got one business flowing the way that it's flowing, right? You hire somebody you can trust to run it. You do it again. That's how you build wealth. You invest into the market. You do it again and again and again. Most guys into their 50s and 60s and people can really enjoy life without doing nothing. But the kicker is, once most people stop working and stop moving, they die. So everybody look at the thing, I'm gonna work forever. I mean, most people stop working and they die. Their body shut down from sitting at home, not doing shit, not having a purpose no more. That's why you see some people retire and they travel. But in general, it doesn't attack me. You got some people who don't believe in working and they broke. Well, why would I work for somebody and I can just go do this or go get the money? Why you don't have no money then? Why you don't have no money then? I see a lot of dudes with that mentality. I'm not gonna work for no, but you broke. You robbing Peter to pay Paul. You borrowing money and not paying it back. Like at the end of the day, people go, oh, man, you work? Yeah, I work and I got my own thing on the side. Like, come on now. Come on. That's why I be looking at people who shame guys for working, and they supposed to be like, what do you have? What do you have? You don't have a life savings account. You don't have a pension or 401k. You don't have health insurance. Like, I be looking at niggas, all right, bye. A life insurance policy. So, ain't nothing wrong with people at what you working. Nothing wrong with it. The people who work are the infrastructure of the world. The plumbers, the electricians, the stock clerks, the foremen, the warehouse people, the people on the telephone. Them people, they are the backbone of America. Without them, how does it run? Our factory workers, our railroad conductors, our railroad workers, our dock workers. Our STEM workers. Everybody is not equipped to handle the responsibility of dealing with everything. If something go wrong, they gotta call. Everybody don't want that responsibility. Everybody don't have that leadership quality, and that's cool. But then here, this shows you why the community and why the world is the way that they are. But remember, I've always say this, the key word is date, not fuck. They'll sit here, and a lot of these women will date a straight up bum. They'll date a bum. A bum. They'll go to the homeless shelter, get a bum. They'll date a pookie, life after lockup, even without the show in real life. They'll date a dude fresh out of, he's accused of babe. He didn't breathe the touching little ones. And they had that man up in their crib. But you always got to differentiate the word date and fuck. They still fucking 9 to 5 guys. Well, I really don't want to marry you. I want him. Cool. That's why they remain single. I told you, women's life expectancy is going to drop and men's life expectancy is going to rise. Women are not built to work. So when this Social Security run out and welfare continue to get cut, man, they going to be on their knuckles. They going to be on their bare knuckles. And y'all niggas better not save them at all. So this just proves the issue in the community is not productive men, not guys on the right track. And then just think about this, and this might be a part 2 video, right? If this is their requirements for their men, right? What do you think they teaching their sons and daughters? I know women that told their sons to go sell dope, that wanted their sons to be in the street. You know what's so funny? The Wire had a lot of real shit in it, but you know what people don't really talk about was Naaman's mother. Instead of breaking the cycle of Naaman being in the streets and getting the education and all that, she wanted Naaman to be in the street. It took the man who went through the system to tell her like, yo, I don't want my son in the system. I don't want my son in the system. You know, I don't want him in the system. These women are telling their sons to sell dope, to rob, to steal. I'm telling you, they're telling the black women, it's a lot of black women who's telling their son to sell dope. I seen it. Go the dope route. So think about that for a minute. If they tell it, if the requirements for them, for their baby daddies, for their boyfriends, or the guy that they messing around with and want to marry, to be a street nigga, to be a scammer, what you think they telling their sons and daughters? Why you think a lot of the women had that same standard when they become teenagers? You know, when they go to, even if they get them to go to college and they still want a nigga that sell dope and scam. I seen it all when I went to college. A bunch of the women was dealing with all these dudes that's on the up and up, athletes, dudes that's got great careers, dudes that's going to have great careers and great potential. They messing with ain't shit niggas off campus. So you got to ask yourself, if this is their requirement, it's trickling down to the youth. So now they sons doing that, right? They got to fuck, and they daughters want. I'm telling y'all, man, a lot of these women like this granocracy that they creating. They like it. Even though they see it's ruining their child's lives, it's ruining their communities, they're perfectly fine with it, because even if they run in the pirate ship and sinking it, they are the captain of a sinking ship instead of a key role player or a star to a superstar on a championship winning team in a championship winning community. They'd rather be the captain of a sinking ship than a role or slash co-star to a winning community or a winning ship. I'm telling y'all that, man. They don't care about their kids. Think about it. They don't care about their kids. And I'll leave with this. I might do a part 2. If they care about their kids, they will be with the good man. Whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a 9-to-5 worker, they'll be with a man of the character. But they don't care about their kids. I'm telling y'all, man, they don't care about their kids. Yeah, they trying to get to the club and get rid of their kids. They're not trying to work an extra shift, or they're not trying to build a business. They trying to get rid of their club to throw that poom around. And let's let you know right then and there that can't say these hoes. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon.
Just a little PSA for all the fellas out there. You guys really are about to turn every female a lesbian. I mean, I'm at the point in my life where I'm really thinking about giving women a try. I mean, these men out here are just shit. They are just full of shit, pieces of shit, any kind of shit you can imagine. They are shit. And I'm done with them. So, any ladies that might be interested, hit me up, because I'm on the verge. These men have just pushed me over the edge. And I might be here for it, baby. I might be here for it. To be determined, but
the scammers like to, you know what I'm saying, like to take care of. I ain't never had no scammer now.
Really, nigga?
Speaking into existence. Scam. Ow. Hit my girl up. Call me, y'all call me. For real though, I just want somebody like at this point in my life, somebody that want to do nice shit for me. Scammers love nice shit.
Add value.
Exactly. Scammers love nice shit. That's one thing about it, and I like nice shit.
And all these are nice women. Can I get a quick spin for the camera? Spin. Look at that. That's a simultaneous spin. Who birthday? Ina's her birthday. Put your cash app out there for your birthday right there.
Cash app. Because I promise you, men ain't shit. We can love them all we want, but at the end of the day, we gotta do whatever we want. Preach. We can stay loyal, and we can go to a club. Let's go, bitch.
Men ain't shit. Let me rephrase that. Some men ain't shit. They have the audacity, the nerve to make you believe a story like you in the wrong. I don't know where they have the audacity, the mind to lie, to make yourself believe that you lying, they telling the truth, even though you know you telling the truth and they lying. Men. You can't live with them. You can't live without them. That's what they say.
Men don't chase women anymore.
Fuck niggas.
Cause honestly, they y'all niggas these days are really
They
some
wanna be
bad
the
bitches.
prize.
Lace them Nikes up and hit the pavement, baby.
Men don't chase women anymore.
He's a bitch, he's sassy, he's all these things. He just don't like you.
That's what it comes down to.
That's all it is. You could call a man anything under the sun. You could try to come up with any excuse to stroke your ego to make you feel good. The fact of the matter is, he don't like you. When a man likes something, when he wants something, he go gets it. Wow. He gonna do everything that he need to do to go get it. He just don't like it. So stop trying to make up excuses for the man. That particular man that you're talking about, he just doesn't like you. The man that like you is gonna do everything for you. You're dealing with a man that you have to chase, baby. You chose wrong.
I'm not chasing you because I have standards.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you haven't reached my standards for me to chase you yet.
Yeah. What are we doing this chasing thing for? And let's say, for example, right, if you saying this man just want a simple good morning text and you call that chasing. Just because I'm a nigga don't mean I don't want to feel special sometimes too or feel thought about.
Yeah.
Let me know that you're thinking about me the way that I'm thinking about you.